So this is the type of plastic that you cannot repair with the help of an adhesive like the previous mechanic has done before. You need to do plastic welding on this bit to permanently fix it. So that's what I'm going to try and do right now. Now before you plastic weld this part, you need to clean the surface area thoroughly. Try to use a wire brush or a sandpaper to clear this off. It should be perfectly flat. You should clean both sides and make sure that you remove all the dirt before you do the plastic welding. So I split this plastic bit from this part, so it's easier for me to weld onto here without any hindrance. So the first step before welding this part here is to apply a backing plate just underneath this part. So I'll show you how to do that. Just a sticker which you need to place underneath. Peel off the sticker. So that's it. So now we can start the plastic welding procedure. Next we'll take some steel wool, 00 grade. So we'll use the steel wool to weld this. Now we'll do this side as well, the underside. So this soldering iron which I got from Amazon lasted just 15 minutes and it died. So I went to Super Cheap Auto and got a brand new one. I'm just using the tip from the old one because this is just a regular soldering iron, which I think will do the job. So we're going to try and fix the plastic parts with this new soldering iron. So that's it. I plastic welded this part onto it. I accidentally melted this part here in the corners. I hope it doesn't affect the functioning of this thing. I don't think this will break anytime soon now. Now just for some extra strength, I'll be adding this metal mesh as well. Now we're going to connect this portion onto here. Yep, got it. Perfect. So we welded this back in place successfully. Now before we start fixing the headlights, we need to understand the different types of plastics in a headlight. Now this black plastic, this reflector plastic, and also the lens plastic is all different. So this black plastic is actually PET T20 plastic. It's called as polyethylene terephthalate with 20% torque filled. You cannot bond it with an epoxy adhesive, and that's why I did plastic welding on all the black plastic portion because it's all PET T20. On the lens side, this plastic material is PP T30, which means it's polypropylene with 30% torque filled. So now this one you can't do plastic welding, but you can fill it with the JB Weld plastic welder like I have here. So I have some cracks over here. See, this whole part is cracked and broken. I need to fix this. On the reflector side, you can see a crack here. Yeah, there's a crack there as well. So the material on the reflective side is actually called UP M60 GF20. It's actually a thermoset plastic with 60% mineral, something like calcium carbonate, and 20% fiberglass. This also you can bond with the help of the JB Weld plastic bonder. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to clean the edges with some isopropyl alcohol. We need to do it gently because we don't want to lose the reflective materials. So do very gently. Now we'll mix the epoxy and we'll apply on both the edges, on this side as well as on this side, and then join it together. So I'll be using a toothpick. You can actually use this as a mixing tray, so that's pretty useful. I think it will take 15 minutes to set and 30 minutes to cure. Let's close it back. Let's mix it. I think I got more of the black and less of the white. Okay, so now we're going to apply it. I don't want it to come on the reflector side, so I'm going to put it like just under it, mostly under it. Now we'll apply on this side. Okay, so now we're going to bond it together. We'll just hold it like this for 15 minutes. So I removed the excess from the top by cleaning it with a piece of cloth before it sets, because once it sets then you can't do anything. Now we'll apply some over here as well. We can use demineralized water to clean these water spots. We'll just let it cure overnight. The next step is to clean the insides of the headlights thoroughly. You can see a lot of dirt here. So I'll just use demineralized water and a piece of cloth, and then I'll be air blowing it completely. And on the reflective part, it's better to spray demineralized water and then just air blow around it. I'll also try using a cloth. I don't think cloth matters, but just use demineralized water and make sure you get all the dirt out from your headlights. I also tape the surrounds of the adhesive so that when we air blow the dirt doesn't go inside and stick inside that gum because it's still sticky. So I use my air gun to blow out all the dirt from inside the headlight assembly. And it's pretty neat right now. So this is the side indicator lamp shroud. This was actually cracked over here. So I used JB Weld's plastic adhesive to join these two together. It's pretty strong right now. Obviously it looks a bit ugly here, but there's a cover that comes on top of this. So hopefully that will cover this ugliness. This area will actually not be visible. That's why I didn't bother about... Oops. And that's why I didn't bother about the excessive glue on either sides. But on this side, if the excessive glue came out, it would look ugly. That's why I had to wipe it clean before it dried up. Another thing is that my headlights actually come with the auto leveling function, and I think this is the motor that rotates the headlights up and down. I believe only the top variants of the RX 350 get the automatic headlight leveling function. We need to split the reflective part from the lens. So there are two screws here, one here and one here. We'll remove these two screws, remove the reflective plastic, wipe it clean nicely, and we'll transfer it on to the new lens. Make sure it goes all the way inside. I think it's in. Now all you have to do is tighten the screws. So that's it. We install the reflectors onto the lens. Now we'll do the same on the other side, but the other side is a bit more tricky. So the other reflector is tricky because it actually broke on this side, because this was the side which had the small accident where the lens broke and something hit the reflective shroud as well, and that's why you can see it's cracked over here. And that's the reason why this plastic piece fell out as well, because there's a gap here and it fell out through this. Luckily this didn't get lost, it was inside the lens itself, so I can install it back right now. I actually used JB Weld's plastic bond to stick the broken part, and it seems pretty strong right now. Okay, we'll be installing this part now. It should just slide in and pop into place. Oh, that's it. Now we'll be installing the reflector onto the lens. I actually made a huge blunder in this step. I'm not sure how many of you guys caught it. It is to do with the protective plastic cover, and I'll show it to you in the next video, the mistake I've done. So stay subscribed to watch that mistake. That's it. It should lock into place. All the tabs should fall into place, and now you can tighten the screw. So I got one screw here. So that's it, we installed the reflectors. You can see this part is broken here, but that's alright. It'll be like this, so you can't actually see it. Anyways, that's it for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel. And until next time, this stand signing out. Bye bye.